Hello, everyone. Wait. Ish.
Started the show, man. You already said hello to everyone.
Let me just go ahead, man. Okay, welcome to the stream. This weekend roundup. We're reviewing the match that have happened uh, in the weekend. I'm joined by KB from 18 yards, and we're gonna be dissecting the game that we just watched, Liverpool against Manchester City. So yeah, without saying a lot, what do you think of the game, man?
Game. What do I think about this game? It showed from Liverpool that it was Klopp's last game. You could see how the team wanted to win the game. They wanted to go out on a high for finishing this one. Um, I think it had everything we expected it from a Liverpool versus City. It was end to end. I feel like if you look at the game overall, you think you genuinely believe that Liverpool should have and could have won that game comfortably by maybe three to yeah 4-1. City, it did it. I didn't see where they were gonna score. They were going forward, but I didn't really think City created enough clear cut chances for them to warrant winning the game. I think the chances were more on Liverpool's side. I think, yeah, City were just riding their luck today. I think, if we are being honest, City are very, very fortunate to walk away with a draw today. It could have easily been one of those games where they were completely annihilated by Liverpool. But that's what champions do. If you can't win the game, you stay in the game, and they got a draw. Um, yeah, even from their players, there's no one that I can look at and say, you know what, they did enough to warrant winning the game. So for the neutral, it was a great game to watch, especially for especially for the for
Yeah, we'll get
you
to
know
that. We'll get to that. We'll get to
yeah
that. Yeah.
yeah but sticking to the neutral, as a neutral fan, it was a very great game to watch. I wish City had a bit more. That would have been made it a little bit more entertaining. But yeah, I think Liverpool definitely showed that they wanted the game more. They knew what it meant. If they knew what it would mean had they lost the game, but they also knew what it would have meant for Klopp and the fans had they won the game. So yeah, I think, when you look at both teams, Liverpool will be the most disappointed that they didn't win. I think City on their side, they probably would take a draw. On the balance of things, they didn't play that well, but I think they would take a draw.
Yeah. Well, but then I thought the game started very slow. I was not that because I was excited about the game. I was looking forward to the game. It started very slow for
Hmm.
me, and I felt like okay, City obviously Liverpool had remember before Man City scored their first goal, Liverpool was on the high. They
Yeah.
were the one. I mean, Liverpool were attacking non-stop. Then as soon as
Uh-huh.
Man City scored the first goal, I was like, ah man, here we go again. I could
Yeah.
see Manchester City capitalizing on that, but then when it went to halftime, I was like, I looked at the bench of Liverpool. Then I could see like, okay, at least like Salah is there, Robertson is there. But then again, I was impressed with this boy Connor Bradley or something, the new right back.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah,
Very, very, very impressive.
because I know he created a couple of chances like on the right, just that like Nunes was not clinical enough. You know, one thing about Nunes, man, he plays today. He plays so good. Like I was impressed with him. Just that he always misses
Yeah,
those chances. He always doesn't capitalize on chances. And then I just felt like, but then in the second half, yeah, the game had like everything, penalties, fights, and everything. Like it kind of like lived up to the expectations. And then also I was disappointed for them. Remember what I said last week?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
I don't
remember what
think
you said. You said,
that's the reason why I yeah, that's the reason why I still don't rate Foden as a world class because today the team needed him. We needed the performance that he put up like last week against Manchester City.
But can't the same be
Can you hear
said
me? Okay.
for? Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So with Foden, it didn't like I could not. It was not noticeable today. It wasn't there. It wasn't in the game at all. But then he did have a chance. I think it was blocked. Then I was like, if he
Yeah,
had he scored that one, now everyone was gonna, yeah, Foden is world class.
the
It
world
didn't
class
show up
shots were
today.
gonna
It
come
disappointed
again.
like again. So
I don't.
and I just felt like
I don't think Foden didn't show up to the game. I think when I look at it, I think Liverpool knew that he was the danger man, and they basically nullified him. I think we in certain games when a player that we expect and a player on form we expect to show up and they don't, we automatically assume that they didn't have a good game. And yes, they didn't have a good game, but we also do not give credit to how the opposition set out to nullify that player. Because if you look at it, Foden got the ball a lot of times, but it's just that Liverpool were well drilled on how to defend Foden. So that's why it makes it seem like he was non-existent. But he was actually in the game. It's just that Liverpool did really well in defending him. And when you look at, if you yes, I don't believe Phil Foden is world class. But if you're gonna make the judgment that you know he's not world class because he didn't show up today, De Bruyne didn't show up today. You get what I'm saying? Erling Haaland didn't show up today. So it for me, I look at it, and
but then
that's why
also
I'm saying
I was honestly sorry to cut you, ne?
yes,
I was honestly
yeah,
disappointed
yeah,
with
yeah.
Manchester City, considering
Hmm.
Liverpool did not have like their first choice right back, did not have like their first choice left back. They also didn't have like one of their first choice centre back. They could
Hmm.
not take
Hmm.
advantage of that, and they had everyone. They
They
had
didn't.
Bernardo Silva, they had Foden, they had De Bruyne. Everyone was there. They had Haaland. And on it, like I was thoroughly like impressed with the Liverpool defense, and also considering like they still don't have Alisson in goals. I just felt like with today's game, I think Liverpool is winning this league, man. Like honestly, like they showed the grit, they showed the fighting spirit. If it was any other team, if it was any other team, imagine Arsenal going to, let's say, Manchester City going to the Emirates, and then you don't have your Saliba, you don't have um, Ben White, you don't have Zinchenko, or let's say you don't have Zinchenko, and also you have Ramsdale in goal. You'd be lucky to walk
Yeah.
out of to actually like dominate the game, deserve to win the game, be on the up, dominate the game and have more chances, and also have a defense like that was solid, because Liverpool defense was solid, bro. Like they like it was as
Hmm.
if like everyone that was playing that the first choice players, but then it was only Virgil van Dijk that was first choice. The rest were free players to be frank. So
Yeah.
with what transpired today, I feel like now Liverpool will grow, the confidence will grow, and they'll believe that they can actually go and win this league. Because remember, Man City still has to play Arsenal, and the Liverpool fixtures are not as difficult as Arsenal and Manchester City's pictures. So and I can see actually like this draw is gonna give them so much confidence. I think it's just gonna make them believe even more, because if they can hold City to a draw while missing the players that I mentioned, imagine when Trent Alexander's and Robertson is like now fully fit, your Konate is fit, and also having Alisson back, I feel like it's just gonna give them an edge.
It will, but
It's still there.
I also look at it and yeah, I'm still there. I also look at it and say, if Doku hits the post and it goes in, they lose the game.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
But
get
then
what I'm
also,
saying?
if
If
if Luis Diaz if Luis Diaz take the opportunity that he had,
you win the game.
if Luis
But I
Diaz
also go back.
they win the game.
I go I go back to last weekend. You almost really lost the game. If it wasn't for that last minute opportunity, you had drawn the game. So I think I agree with you. There's a lot that they can take out of this game going forward, and it is enough for them to believe that they can win the league. But I still pretty much believe that today was more of them not wanting to lose their final game against Manchester City
Yeah,
Football
yeah,
Club. So the it was more of a rivalry than anything today. It was bragging rights more than anything. Within the next 10
yeah,
games,
yeah, yeah.
can I say Liverpool will go and not lose any of the next 10 games? No, I cannot say that. Can I say Liverpool? And yes, I
But then
know
they're
they've only
capable of
lost.
doing it. They're capable of doing that.
They're capable of doing it. They've only lost 2 games. So yes, they're capable of going the next 10 games without losing. But they are very much capable of going the next 10 games and getting 2 or 3 draws in there also. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
But then also
I
factor that okay. Also factor that Liverpool that they're not in the Champions League. So they
yeah,
can
that's
play the
another
European
reason why I
thing.
believe.
No, you
Here's
know
one
what?
thing I'll
They
say.
can play they can rest Mo Salah in the European game. Arsenal cannot rest Saka in the Champions League. Manchester City cannot rest Haaland and De Bruyne in the Champions League.
Here's the thing about
Look
Europa
what
League.
they did. Okay, but then look what they did to Slavia Prague. So like now,
It's
majority
Slava
of the players that
Prague, but
play
it's like
and
people when
exactly
City beat Luton uh 6-2 or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but that's understandable. Like Liverpool beating Slava Prague 5-1 isn't something where I'm like, okay, shocked. That I expect that. I expect that from a
yeah.
Liverpool. And
What
when
I'm
you
trying to say is what I'm trying to say is they don't have to play their best players in the European games. They can rest most of them and still win. But then Manchester City and Arsenal cannot rest their best players in the Champions League. That's what I'm saying.
here's the thing with the Europa
I don't know
League.
if you get my
The
point.
Eu- do you support, what do you support? Liverpool, Manchester City, or United? You support
I
you
actually support Arsenal.
you support Arsenal.
Yeah, and
As
we
an
shouldn't be
Arsenal fan,
supporting. But then I'm trying to be neutral
no, that's what I'm
because when
saying.
I
And
know
this is where
your views are very biased.
no. This is what I'm gonna say. I've always said, and
Okay.
Liverpool
Yeah.
will probably be the first team to prove me wrong. They'll probably be the no team that plays Europa League football will win the Premier League.
Yeah.
Whether you have to rest your players or
Okay.
not.
Now, then,
Do you know? Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. And you
yeah.
telling me about and get your argument is they don't have to rest their players. They don't have to play their big players. They can rest them. It doesn't change the fact that
Yeah.
even if I play a starting lineup that doesn't have Mo Salah or a, a couple of my first team players, doesn't mean they won't still have to travel to Ate Borisov or Azerbaijan on Wednesday, play Thursday night, and then they can't
But
fly
remember,
out
they
back.
don't have to travel.
Wait.
They don't have.
Don't
Okay.
I hear all of that. They don't have to play all of them. But what I'm saying is that those same players are gonna get on that flight on Wednesday and fly to Azerbaijan or Bata Borisov. And then they're gonna play at 9 o'clock or whatever time in the night. And then after that game, they're not gonna fly out to England immediately. They're gonna have to sleep in that country, which now makes it what? Friday. Friday, you don't fly out immediately as a team. You have to do what? Recovery stretches and everything. You don't wake up, get on a plane straight to England. No, you're gonna have to do your recovery. Then after your recovery, you get back on a flight, fly back to England. What time is it now? It's probably around midday, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the day. You might have a late evening session, maybe. Oh, but chances are your next training session is on Saturday. Then your next game one is on Sunday. So there's not enough recovery time between your Thursday game and your Sunday game that you play. And hence why I say a team that plays Europa League football, it makes it takes a toll on you, whether you save your players or not. It takes your toll on you just because of the fatigue, just because of the traveling. It's better to play on a Wednesday, you fly back on Thursday, you have Friday and thing, you have Friday and Saturday to train. Or you fly back, you still have the Thursday late training, you still have Friday late training, because if you play on Tuesday in the Champions League, then they can afford to play you on a Saturday. But if you play Wednesday, they're gonna play you on Sunday. If you play Europa League football, you play on a Thursday, you will play Sunday. And then if they give you a
But then,
Monday night fixture, you're still gonna play that week again on a Thursday. So Europa League,
but,
yes, you can save players, but it takes toll on fatigue. That's what I'm saying.
but then, but then remember, this player they don't have. Let's say, for example, the next in this quarterfinals, Liverpool
Yeah.
maybe gets Olympiacos or something, and then the first picture is at Anfield. Then let's say Liverpool beats Olympiacos maybe 4 or 5-0. That encounter is already over. In the next picture,
You
Mo
see, but you
Salah,
basically
Nunes, they don't have to travel to Greece. They don't have to travel to Greece,
they don't have to travel.
so they can
What I'm
stay.
saying, that's why I'm saying I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but you are basing it. You're finding a way of basing it. You're saying we play Olympiacos on a Thursday, therefore the next leg they won't have to travel. But if they don't play Olympiacos
But
on the
then
first leg, if the first leg is away, then what?
But then already, okay, they beat
And
Slavia
and
like
and,
five
and
or
that,
4-1 away.
they,
Wait, listen.
that's what I'm saying. Also, don't take Europa teams that play in the Europa League lightly. That's another thing. Don't ever think that you can go into a Europa League fixture and not have your good players on the bench. You may not start
But then
them,
we have like the
but have
perfect KB. We have like the best example. What happened last Thursday at Prague? What happened? Liverpool
that's
beat
what,
Slavia Prague
that's
like
what I'm saying.
four. We thought Salah. We thought most of their first team players. So
That's
the
highly
next fixture.
possible. That's highly possible. But remember, the latter stages of the Europa League is not like the round of 16 where you play in Slava Prague. It gets harder. As an Arsenal fan, you've seen it gets harder for us. We've
Yeah, it
seen
does.
where
Yeah.
we went all the way to the final. We had to beat your Villarreals, we had to beat your Olympiacos, then we get Chelsea in the final and then we lost. You see, the same thing happened with the United. They had all the easy fixtures going. They get to the final and lose. So
But then don't
so
you think Liverpool drawing against Man City without Mo Salah, without the first choice defense, don't you think that does like count?
look, it does count, but it's not enough for me to say they will go on to win the league just because they did that. Like literally, when I look at that
Let's say
team, really,
let's say it wasn't Arsenal was not in the race, right? It was United, Liverpool, and Man City, and
even
Liverpool.
even then, I wouldn't make that because I get it. Liverpool had injuries, but really, it's just the boy at centre back and Bradley who has been playing who's for 7 games now, so he's already full up to speed with the Premier League. Other than that, that's a full Liverpool squad.
But then, do you think?
Like really,
Okay. Now, do you think Man City draws against Liverpool without um, Walker, without Kanji, and their first choice goalkeeper? Without like maybe like let's say the only first choice is out of
but
the
you're speaking
five
about
players. Sorry,
you're
come
speaking
again.
about City. I mean, if you take out you're speaking about Man City who can take out
But then
Walker and put in
but then
Guardiola.
also like, but then no, like remember, like now Liverpool is actually using players that are from the development. The right back, it's never played in the. It's
Mhm.
like literally debuting in the Premier League right now. And then we have a Joe Gomez,
Fair enough. Yeah.
which is like which uh who can I compare him with? Gomez, this guy, but is this Sergio Gomez the one that plays right back or what? They bought him from He hasn't played in J, like, but then they bought him, I think, 2 seasons ago. He hardly plays.
For who?
I don't know if
For
you
which
remember
team?
him. He's from Spain, from Man City. I'm trying to compare the quality or what Liverpool, the Gojo Gomez with a player from Man City that is not playing regularly. This boy, man, it's Gomez. Yeah, I'm sure it's Gomez. He used to play in
Mm,
Spain, and then they bought him. He's a left back.
I think I know
Okay,
who
let's
you're
just say
talking
let's use
about.
Rico Lewis because he's also versatile. Let's use Rico Lewis, right?
Yeah,
And like now you have Rico Lewis, who's like mainly played at the right back, now has to play at left back, and he's the only like
but
player that is okay. Go on.
look, I agree with everything you're saying, and I'm not discrediting it. All I'm saying is that by the mere fact that they had two players from the development in that starting lineup, and Kelleher, who, as much as he's not their first choice goalkeeper, we know Kelleher. Like, it's not Kelleher playing in goal for Liverpool is not, ooh, okay, shaky moments. We know him. We know him. So
Okay, like
that's what I'm saying is that,
that Ederson injury it looked kind of serious. I saw the tackle. I think it might be out for a couple of weeks like now. So like no, let's see how Ortega is going to go. Is going to do because like now I think it's just as good of a goalkeeper as Keller, right? So let's see if Man City will still be in the race without their first choice goalkeeper. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be. Um,
they'll still be in the race, man. They're still gonna be in the race. I don't think it's gonna change much. It's and it's just like with Liverpool. I didn't think that Ellison getting injured would change much. You know, uh, Liverpool have proven over time that they know how to deal with the adversities of their injuries. I remember a time where, I think, which season was it? The season after they won the Premier League after COVID, Virgil van Dijk got injured at Everton. They had to bring in, I think, Nico Williams or some boy like that.
oh
Like,
yeah, yeah,
Liverpool have
yeah.
always dealt with the adversities of their injuries very well. That's
But then that's the thing that they
so
didn't. They literally like just scraped
yeah,
to be in the top four. That's the season Alisson scored a header right in the last minute.
yeah, that's the season Ellison scored a header. That's the season Ellison scored a header. So that's what I'm saying is that I agree with you. Like, there's a lot of positives that they can take out of this game. Like, they genuinely is, but it's not, for me. It's not enough to make that bold prediction and say just by that draw today they will go on to win the league. I just can't say it. I just can't say it. It's too close. It's too jam packed. They level on points with Arsenal. Who's this?
Actually want us to do. Actually, before we move to the next, I want us to do something, right? I need you to
Right.
don't. I need you to be honest, right? I need you to
Yeah.
forget. Take off your Arsenal head, right? Be honest. Be
Yeah.
brutally honest, right? I'm gonna run through the
Yeah.
fixtures, the remaining 10 fixtures, and I need you to tell me the possible results of each fixture, right? And then after, I'm gonna combine all the points and see who's actually going to win the league. Can I do that?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Let me get a pen. Oh, okay. Let me get a pen.
By the way, while you do it, just know that whatever happens, it ends up with actually City winning the league,
It ends up with what?
with Manchester City winning the league.
I don't think they'll win it, man. Honestly, I doubt. I doubt, man. Remember, there's a lot at stake, man. Like, um, if they win the league, they break Man United's record of all. They set a new record of winning 4 Premier League consecutively, which is crazy, man. These records are not. They don't
Yeah.
just go that easily. So I don't foresee it happening. I'm leaning, like I said, I'm leaning uh, on the side of Liverpool because of what happened today. Like, you're not holding City to a draw without missing so many players, first choice players. And while City are actually like they're only missing Jack
Bro,
Grealish, which he
bro.
might
Before
yeah.
before Arsenal beat Manchester City. All they had was the original black line. We didn't have we didn't have Tomiyasu. We didn't have Partey. We didn't have Martinelli. We didn't have Saka.
When was that? When? Did it? No, you
When
had
we beat
Saka. When we beat Man
us,
City, Saka.
Saka was not in that game. When we beat Manchester City 1-0, Martinelli came on as a sub, Tomiyasu came on as a sub, Partey came on a sub. Those guys didn't start the game. Saka was not even in the squad.
Yeah, but then them being there, like remember, um, who's this? Konate was not on the bench. Trent Alexander's not there. Who else?
Yeah, but
Okay, Salah
what I'm
is still
saying,
like it's not. It's, yeah.
my argument here is that these things happen. Like it's not far fetched, really. Like your shock amazes me, if anything.
We'll be here after game week 38, and I'm telling you, man, Liverpool. Remember, they're doing this for Giant for Klopp, and I just feel like it would be the perfect send off for Klopp. And
You're
bro,
looking
I
at
think
this
they're
game,
gonna
but
do
you're
whatever.
forgetting past results. You're looking at this game, but you're forgetting past results. You're forgetting all
That's
this
the
team
thing.
literally
That's the
almost.
thing. They don't give up. Like, don't ever say like Liverpool is done. Like, look at the
That's
game
so.
before this
Why
one.
you already assuming that Manchester City won't win the league? Why
Bro,
already
like, okay,
discrediting
okay.
Arsenal?
Listen. Man City
I
still
mean,
have to play Arsenal.
what you are saying right now, what you're saying right now is that Liverpool. Let's say hypothetically speaking, if Arsenal and Liverpool win all their games, Arsenal win the league. Do you know? You do know that, right?
I know. I just checked Man City's last 10 games, and they only have like two top six teams, Arsenal and Tottenham. But then they will struggle against Tottenham, and they're playing away to Tottenham. So that fixture is gonna be tricky. Those are, I think, Arsenal game and Tottenham game are the only games that Man City is likely to drop points. But then the rest, I can just see them like winning the rest of
And then Liverpool,
the
who
rest.
do they still have?
And then Liverpool, they have Tottenham. I think that one they will beat Tottenham. It will be at Anfield, more especially after what happened at Tottenham Stadium, because they should have won that game. And then they have Man United. Who else?
Away.
Yeah, they only have is
They have
yeah.
many.
The tough fixtures is only Tottenham and Man United. Yeah, and maybe Everton, because it's a thing.
No,
It's a
no,
derby.
no, 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 no,
No, it's away.
no, no,
Okay,
no, no. Doesn't matter where
let
it
me
is.
check. Let me check out. And you know what the another thing that's gonna kill Arsenal. Arsenal is already on a 8-game winning streak. So it means if they have to win the league, they have to be on like 18 games of winning, which is highly unlikely. So Arsenal
Okay.
traffic is Man City, is Tottenham, and they have Man United a week before the season end. So yeah, they have
And we still
three.
have Chelsea. And we still
Oh
have
yeah,
Chelsea.
oh yeah. You still no nah. It ain't happening for Arsenal then. I no
Yeah.
no 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 no.
It's not happening for
I
Liverpool
no.
either.
But then
It's not happening for
man,
bro. Like you must not even look at. You literally just said just because they have two fixtures that they could possibly lose, you are saying they could, bro.
but then the thing is,
It,
another thing. They're
it's
playing Man
anyone's
United
league,
away.
and that's what I'm saying. They could easily lose that game.
They're playing Tottenham away. So now they
They
wanna
could.
make like they're going to make sure that they leave. They don't leave.
Here's another thing about Tottenham.
Yeah,
Tottenham play a high line, so they will still go for it,
that's the thing. But then like now they
which
have
makes
just
it
as
an
much
open
chance.
game.
Yeah, hence I'm saying. But then if they're playing highline, Arsenal play highline, so both teams have as much uh,
But who
chance
has
to
a
win the
better
game.
defensive record? But who has a better defensive
Who
record
who plays at home?
between
As
Liverpool
like
and?
remember between
Arsenal
Liverpool
and
and us.
Liverpool, who has a
No, so
better,
far
who has a
Arsenal has the best defense in the league. Like it's not,
what?
it's like not like
Okay, I don't know why we brought in Arsenal. What I'm saying is with Tottenham, because
yeah.
both teams can go for it. Who's to say they won't draw the game? And why would I believe it could end in a draw? Because Liverpool have drawn about 7 games this season. So yes, you can make a fair argument that they won't lose, but you can't make a fair argument that they're going to win or they're not going to draw because they've drawn 7 games. It could end up in a draw.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
then
we're very focused on who's, yeah.
just after seeing the remaining fixtures, as much I do want Liverpool to win the league because it would be like just perfect for club. I also want Arsenal to win the league because it would be perfect. Like on the 20th anniversary of Invincible, and then
What's
win
more
the league.
perfect?
I think
What's more perfect? What's more perfect? Even if you're biased, what's more perfect?
I let me not answer that one. Nah, let me not
Exactly.
answer that.
Klopp doesn't owe you
But
anything, my brother. Jurgen Klopp owes you nothing. Liverpool owe you nothing. As a matter of fact, they're going to shout, they're going to put it on your neck right now that you Arsenal bottled the league. You're going to be so annoyed by Liverpool winning the league that you wish 10 games ago, when it's game 38, you were not on their side. I can guarantee you
then
that.
you know what, this might be their last, league title, maybe
I
until like
don't
the next
care.
6 years.
I don't care. I don't care. Liverpool don't owe you nothing. Okay. Like, I think they're a very good club. Like, obviously, I'm being biased, but at the same time, I'm being logical. Like, I still don't think, I still cannot put it. I can't say Liverpool are going to win the league, Arsenal are going to win the league, or City are going to win the league. Do you know why? Because all those three
Yeah.
teams are just so good that I think it's too soon to call. Even if we run through fixtures and say, okay, Arsenal are going to lose here, Man City are going to lose there, Liverpool might not lose there. I, it's just too tight. They're just that good right now.
Yeah, but then
Like, they're
I
just
think
that
like
good.
now I feel like City's always, they always come through with that, like maybe more than 5 games of winning streak. And I think after this game they
Not
might
more
not
than
that
5
kind
games,
of.
10. 10.
But then
Exactly.
it's not possible to
And
win
that's
the
enough
last
to
10.
win
It's
league.
not gonna be possible for them. It's not gonna be possible for them to win their last 10. And like remember, like now at Arsenal, Party's back. So what if I'm Arteta, the next fixture, because he said it's against Man City, bro, I'm putting midfield of Declan Rice, Jorginho, and Thomas Partey. I'm making sure that we leave Etihad with something. What would
I'm
you
not gonna
do?
do that. I'll put Declan Rice,
Because if you're gonna
Jorginho,
go
and
pound for pound,
Odegaard.
you're gonna if you're gonna go pound for pound with City, then you're gonna be destroyed.
I don't think me
You
starting
can't do that.
Jorginho. That's what I'm saying. I'm going Jorginho, Declan Rice, and
Yeah.
Odegaard. I'm sticking to the 4-3-3 formation. I'm going a back line of Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, and I'm gonna go Kivio. In the midfield, Jorginho, Declan Rice, Odegaard. Up front, I'm going Havertz, Martinelli, Saka.
And man, Havertz has really like redeemed himself, bro. Like, was it him or was Chelsea?
It was Chelsea
Or
because
is
Havertz was a good play. Havertz was a good player at Leverkusen.
yeah,
He
yeah,
goes to
yeah,
Chelsea, doesn't show the
yeah.
same form, comes to Arsenal, starts off shaky, and now you're starting to see a bit of the Havertz that we used to see at Leverkusen. So you cannot say it was him. You just have to blame it in the situation that he was in, which was Chelsea. I don't think he was bad at Chelsea, but I don't think he was good also. So that's why I'm saying when I look at Havertz at Leverkusen, I look at the current Havertz that Arsenal has now, not the one that we had beginning of the season, but the one that we've had over the past, maybe from the Brentford game. Remember when he scored that win against Brentford? That's when I
Yeah, yeah.
started seeing Havertz come into his own a bit. So I would put it, at this current moment, you just have to put it on Chelsea, because if the player before Chelsea and the player after Chelsea is more or less the same person, then it's what happened in the middle that was not right. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he won the Champions League. He scored a good goal, you know, but in terms of the quality of player that he is right now, yeah, I don't think I remember Havertz being hailed as he is right now while he was still at Chelsea. Yes, for the final, for the goal, everybody was like Havertz, Havertz. But right now, over the past maybe 2 months, I think this is the most he's been hailed as a German player in England since he came to England.
Yeah,
I don't think he's ever
yeah,
been hailed like that at Chelsea. So that's why I'm saying you have to put it on Chelsea. I mean, the situation at Chelsea, you can see it from the outside, or it's bro. Even in Kunku's not doing it. In Kunku was yes injuries. I'll give him that, but in Kunku was also not doing the best. You look at can you hear me? This man just froze. He just jumped in front of me.
can you hear me?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, at the next the
Yeah, I
connection
can
is
hear you.
yeah, yeah. So
It,
which is more likely to happen? Arsenal winning the Premier League or the Champions League? Or which competition do you think they have more chance of winning?
I think we have a better chance of winning the league than we actually have of winning the Champions League.
Fair enough. I feel like
Yeah,
depending on the draw, I think if we can we can find ourselves in this in the now it's last 16, right? If you can find ourselves in the
yeah,
semifinals, I think if you can find ourselves in the semifinals, the squad is just too good, man. Like the squad is, and I think that squad is made for competition than for the league. But yeah, I think there's more. We have more better chances of winning the Champions League than the league because the only team that because remember we can beat City on a one game. Like we can beat Manchester City. Already we beat them twice this season. So I
let's
think
take out the Community Shield. Let's take out the Community Shield and just focus on the league just
okay.
once.
But then also remember the performance in the league. It's not like we dominated we did dominated that game. We had more chances than them. We also we could have they could have gotten a red card in that game. I can't was it a penalty? Like I remember there was a possible red
No,
card or
yeah, no,
penalty
no.
in that game.
It was Kovacic on Havertz. Starts up.
Exactly.
Kovacic on Havertz with the starts up. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, on a good day, I think we can. That's why I don't want to be overconfident because I last season I was confident thinking like I think we can go to City and get something, but I think even this season in the away leg, I think we can get a draw, man. And also I'm just hoping that Alisson is gonna be out for a couple of weeks because I really want to see if City can actually like maintain the level and the standard without their number one goalkeeper because they've never went on like 5 games without Alisson. Is one of the most it's always consistently fit. It's always in the starting 11. So I just want to see if they will be able to manage without him. So, but then yeah, I think wait before we go to the next topic because okay, also we'll be ending the stream soon. Which player was your man of the match in the game
Virgil van
from Man
Dijk.
both sides?
I, I think it's either Virgil van Dijk or Connor Bradley.
Now,
Yeah.
bro, you know what? I just want to give. I just wish Klopp wasn't leaving Liverpool this season, man. Bro, that guy's. Do you see what he has done to Elliot, man? When did Elliot become this player that he is like currently, man? I was thoroughly impressed with Elliot. I don't want to. Sorry.
I think Elliot has always been like that. I think the thing with Elliot is that when he came up into the first team, there was just a lot of Liverpool midfielders that were good. You know, you had Henderson, you had Wijnaldum, you had Thiago, um, you had Fabinho. So
Yeah,
that midfield was really congested, and it's as a young player when Klopp has found that team that he can trust, he will slot you in, you will play, but it's not,
but like
you're
now
not
he's
gonna get
playing
in
further
a.
ahead in the front three.
That's what I'm getting at. I'm like, in that at that time when you had your Hendersons, your Thiagos, your Wijnaldum and Fabinho, he
Yeah,
could not get a consistent running into the team. So he couldn't get a 3, 4, 5 games of continuously playing. You'd always maybe get the FA Cup,
yeah.
coming off the
I never
bench and
got
all.
that concept. Yeah, yeah,
So now he's a fully established first team player. Like he starts games, he finishes games, he can play
yeah,
on
yeah.
for 3, 4, 5 games
And he also
continuously.
impacted the
And
games,
that
man. He impacted the games. Remember the corner that led to Virgil van Dijk's goal against Manchester City. That corner, so that's why I'm like he's becoming like a big player for Liverpool, and it's just unfortunate that it's happening at the time where Klopp is leaving, because we don't know if the next coach uh, will be a fan of Elliot. But then I just feel like
would be stupid
I'm
not
like
to. You
you
say?
never know, man. I was just saying you never know with these coaches, because it's not it doesn't pass the eye test. Let's be honest. It doesn't, for me. Not that player when I see like for first time, and then I get impressed. Like, but like now, cause like he's playing consistently, and I'm like, bro, I didn't know you had that. I
You
wasn't familiar
good.
with your
You
game,
good.
bro. I wasn't familiar with
Yeah.
this
No.
game, but like now, man, yeah.
No.
Anyway, so
No.
let's
No. Definitely.
let's let's just touch up on the. Yo, man, did you see what David Luis Diaz done to Walker, bro? Like twice, not once, twice.
Ah man, Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz is like, I like him, but I don't like him at the same time. I don't know if
Reason
it makes
being,
sense, but I, I like him, but I don't like him at the same time. He's 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 not. Maybe it's because I'm comparing him too much to who he replaced, and he's just not cutting it.
okay. Oh yeah, yeah,
I'm
I don't. I did that at the beginning, but I was like, no, what is different player to Sadio Mali? He's not gonna give you. He's not
yeah,
gonna give you goals, but he will entertain you. You're gonna get entertainment. He will provide
yeah,
the assist here and there. But then I just feel like it's such a fun player. It's such a fun player to watch. I enjoy watching him. I like those
yeah.
kind
No,
of
no.
players, man.
Yeah, no.
So
South
then
American
let's just,
players.
yeah,
Let's just
like your Sereno's, like almost the same as Sereno.
exactly, literally just the same, bro. Like I like your South American players that play, know how to do the curler, have pace. You know, I
Yeah,
just don't like. And some Liverpool friend of mine said this. He's like, he could be. I don't like his arrogance. And then the Liverpool fan was like, he could be more arrogant. Or maybe that's what I want from
yeah.
him. Like, I don't. Maybe if
Because
he's more arrogant, I'll
look at
begin to like it.
no,
Look
okay.
at.
Anyways, let's touch up on the other fixtures, because I feel like yeah, we've been going for the 3 minutes now. Let's just touch up on
Yeah, and your lady's waiting for your call
Tottenham.
now. Your lady's waiting for your call. Uyemishije Musadi.
Hey man,
Wrap it up. Uyemishije Musadi.
yeah, let's wrap it
Tottenham
up.
and
So
Aston Villa.
yeah, then yeah, I think that will be it.
I saw Tottenham
I feel
and
like they're
Aston
going to
Villa.
capitulate, man. I think Aston Villa are going to capitulate. This might be the start of their capitulation, man. Losing like that at home.
Yeah, like the thing is with Aston Villa, they were too soft today. They didn't want it. I watched the game. I watched the first half. I stopped watching the game after Tottenham scored 2 goals because I was like, in no way in my life am I watching Tottenham annihilate another team. I can do something better with my
Your
life
hate, your
than
hate,
watch Tottenham win.
yeah.
I'm being a
Your
classic
loyalty doesn't
Arsenal
allow
fan.
you to do
But
that.
yeah, but nonetheless, like up until that second goal, when Johnson scored the second goal, Like I
Yeah,
didn't see like, and the thing is that I think Unai Emery set them up right. They were defending well. Like Tottenham were, you know how Tottenham play down the flanks, try to cut in
yeah,
somehow. Like they were blocking them, but up front they were just not. They didn't want it, man. I don't think remember Leon Bailey when Aston Villa beat City 1-0, then they beat Arsenal 1-0 on the following game. Like that
yeah,
hunger, it was not there, man. It was just lackluster. Like they just
yeah,
they
yeah.
lost that game because they just didn't want it. It didn't like
I
I
was
don't know
just
what to say.
disappointed to concede that 4 goals at home, like against a team that
And
you're
not even have
competing
not
for top. Like I was just
exactly,
disappointed because
bro.
like I expected much better from as much as I predicted Tottenham win. I didn't
Yeah,
expect them to just like give the game away like that. But other than that, I
they
think
they
yeah, I think I should
they gave it
yeah,
away. They
yeah,
gave it
yeah,
away, and 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 I think you're right. I think we may be starting to see the capitulation of Aston Villa. It's sad, but yeah, I think you're right. The next 10 games are
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's gonna be a long road. Yeah,
And factoring Europa League also, they don't have the experience and the squad depth to
squad
maintain it.
depth.
So,
Yeah, I know.
anyways, man, I think it's been great. We'll chat again. Is it Friday on your channel?
Yeah, no, we'll most probably make it Friday. If
Yeah.
not Friday, then Saturday, maybe after you go to work or something. After you come back
Saturday,
from work.
I'm free. I'm not going to work this Saturday, so we can do it Saturday. It's still fine.
All right, no, I'll just keep you updated. And yeah, man, it's been good. Another one in the bag. Let's keep going. Let's keep
Yeah,
going.
yeah, yeah. Let's keep the consistency, man.
All right. Now, shout out. Thank you for having me. Uh, 10 games to go. Still a long way to go.
Still a long way to go, man. We're gonna be here game week 38, and yeah, it's gonna be tough one, man. It's gonna be
Now, game
yeah,
week
but then
38, trust me, it's going to be long.
it's
You
gonna be
must be prepared to maybe it's good 2 hours. Yeah.
man. Nah,
Yeah, we're
man.
going to dissect it very much.
Yeah, no. Let's keep going, my guy. Man. Sharp, sharp, man. Have a great week.
Peace out. Sharp, sharp.
Away.